So for anyone that did not understand the Color Zero saga that we had now, I should explain in a few words because it's not trivial. On the surface level, I just bought a Color Zero. I mean, in a supermarket, I placed it in a freezer or in a refrigerator, freezer, and someone from the hostel opened it and drank 2 cups or so. Of course, without me watching. In itself, you can consider it a minor event, but nothing is minor because they do it. All of them are here. All of the people in the hostel are here. I mean, their vocation, their profession is to terrorize me and to send me messages. So nothing is you need to understand that nothing is kind of mundane. So that's why you hear the music now with this kind of newly used container of sound and music and fun, and also the newly refurbished magnification symbol. This is what happened on the surface level, and it's true. I mean, it's not that it's not true, but there is also probably a deeper meaning here that we should entertain ourselves in. So what I've done actually is just beside this kind of sculpture that we'll keep using throughout the night. After I drank half a cup of this Cola Zero, decided that I don't want it, and I threw all of it to the sink, all the bottle. So what happened on a more deeper level? Of course, the purpose of the people of this hostel was always to do the same thing that that the Shabak wants from me for many years now, which is to take the nanobots from my body and to place me in a mental institution. So I'll be like a farm animal. That's the purpose of all the cells in the last 10 years. To get all the nanobots from my body and to place me in a mental institution. It's not new. That's the purpose. But only in the last couple of days, for the first time, and probably due to the manifest existence of the huge starships, people in Israel for the first time thought that maybe okay, so not in a mental institution, maybe we'll just stay here in the hostel forever because it's good enough for him to live inside this filth. And he should thank us, that we allowed him actually to do it because, yes, he has some freedom and, it's not a mental institution that is chained, it's not jail. But of course, in return, he must give us, of course, his bodily fluids, always. But since he doesn't do it, and nothing, continues, they decided to, to go another step towards me after so many years, and decided for the first time in my life to actually let me drink the famous pee. There's the T, which is mine robots, and the P, which is the robots of the female titans that actually eat the T. It's not all the female titans because, there are classes inside the intelligence community. There are the higher ups, and as in any organization. Should be said that I've never all my life even eaten even a spoon from this famous P, even though they took all the tea just for me, and it's actually beneficial for my health. And I have health issues all my life. It's not that my life is perfect, it's far from it. But it was important that I get nothing out of it, even though every piece of shit in the Shabbat gets something, and many get a lot. But I get nothing, even though all of it is actually created, thanks to my robots. So for the first time in my life, they actually said, okay, we'll actually let you drink it. So they placed it in the Cola Zero. So yes, the half glass that I drank was actually contained this magical material. Maybe I'll see some beneficial result, maybe it's not enough. Anyway, I threw all of it to the sink. Should be stated very clearly, I am a Cherub, a representative of much more sophisticated civilization than you are. I am not a street whore. And much of the conflict with the Israelis, between me and the Israelis, is rooted in the fact that they want me to be a street whore. I'm not a street whore. I do not drink pee that some goon placed in my bottle. I will not live in this hostel forever, and not even in any kind of long term. And I do not give my tea to anybody. my bodily fluids are transferred in the way that God intended, with sexual relationship with a female. And the natural way of transfer of natural fluids. Any kind of mechanism that derives from it is our concern, not yours. That's it. And of course, I would not allow anybody in this place to terrorize me by opening my food or drink and placing things inside it. No, it will never happen. Of course, I have only one way to actually try to prevent it from happening, which is, of course, not to create any kind of scandal, and I didn't. But of course, keep the music going, and that's what we will do for the rest of the night. Keep the music going. With the hope the people abroad will actually move arms and legs, not only mouths and tongues. I am not a street whore.